And Dimesh is here with his Galaxy Fantastic. Nancy, I will
Yes,
give it back to you. It's a full house, it's jam-packed. The world is here. So over to you on this Independence Day where we have a special, special, special leadership cocktail. Nancy Kihika, the Queen of Africa herself. Over to you, my dear.
thank you so much, Karemi. In fact, let me tell you, I love listening to you. I can never have enough of listening to you, Karemi. You are such a great moderator, you know? And I've just realized in our business, people are blessed in different ways. We have different skills, and that is one of the skills that I love, Karemi, that you have. And thanks to our company because you have fine-tuned it every single day. So I want to welcome each one of you on the call, all the partners and the visitors on the call tonight. If this evening, this night, and this morning, wherever you're tuning in from. And my work today is to invite our speaker this afternoon and evening for us in Kenya. We are going to have this session in 3 parts. One, we will have the speaker, the guest speaker today, sharing her story, sharing her journey in business. Number 2, after that, we will have some testimonials. And number 3, we will have Q&A where all the visitors invited. If you have any question, I would request you keep it up to the end because we are going to give you an opportunity to ask the questions. And of course, we have great leaders on the call, like Karemi has mentioned them, and they're still coming in because we're going to open that forum for questions. And we have people who will help us answer the questions and of course, even us. And also, if we have more time, any partner who will feel so motivated or inspired and they want to make a comment, we can give you that session after the Q&A to make a comment. In the meantime, you can type all your comments, other partners on the call, you can type on the chat as the call goes on. So, are you ready? I know you are. Let me see. Thumbs up. Can you hear me? I don't know. My co-moderator.
We can hear you.
Yes, super. Yes, great. So allow me to invite this great leader, our lifestyle director too. Her name, and I'm going to read her bio. Her name is Lucy Kuria. Personally, I know Lucy for about now 25 years. And I will not talk about that because just to mention to you that me and Lucy, we worked for sister companies when we were young girls, you know, very, very young girls. So that is when I met Lucy the first time. And Lucy, she's a loving mother of 2 and a loving wife of 1. Is like that a joke when you say a wife of 1? Yeah, because I want us to have fun. So she's a loving mother of 2 boys, and her boys, she has a young adult and a late teen. Now, Lucy, being a loving mother, she not only loves her own family, but she loves everyone who comes across. When you meet Lucy, you see that love, and she loves people unconditionally. Let me tell you, she has such a big heart. And one thing I can tell you, despite the fact that she's very loving, she's a disciplinarian, I'm telling you. And that gives her the title, AKA the principal. In Kenya, we call her the principal because she has the tough love. She disciplines all of us. And let me tell you, when you work with Lucy, you better style up because she cannot give you anything less than being a good person. Her key to success, I want to mention, sometimes people ask, what's her key to success to this young lady who is very, very successful and growing? Number 1, I talked about discipline. Number 2, I can say that Lucy, her personality, she's always eager to learn new things. And she does not stop at a no. She wants to find out, what else can I do to become successful? She's very, very eager and very, very persistent. And I can tell you, Lucy has held my hand, me being her leader, to actually tell me, Nancy, let's persist until we get there. And the other thing I can mention about Lucy, she's something that no one knows about Lucy, she's very, very prayerful. And I think that always makes her to be very successful in what she does. Just to mention something about her career, Lucy is a seasonal marketer, and she's going to give us her story. And she has been in corporate for many years. Be ready to learn that. But I can tell you one thing, her personality also, she's very enthusiastic and very eager always to learn new things. And Lucy, when she met this business and she decided to do the business, one of the things she kept asking me is, Nancy, how can we go to the next level, and the next level? Guess what? Because of that eagerness and being very enthusiastic and being very disciplined, Lucy today has expanded in different countries. Oh my God, she will share that story. And I want to welcome this amazing lady, my very good friend, the person who keeps me in check. When I slow down, she tells me, no way, we have to run, we have to go. Someone who has told me, Nancy, we cannot stop until we get to the promised land of this business where our dreams are. Lucy Curia, we have no better person today to speak to our guests tonight, to speak to our partners tonight, other than you, and share with us from your heart, because you're so passionate about our business and how you have become very, very, very successful, and how you have told all of us, we have told the line in Africa. If you think Africa team is disciplined, by the way, she's actually the person behind that discipline. Lucy, welcome, and take it over. Take it up, Lucy.
Wow, thank you very much, my good friend Nancy, for that amazing, incredible introduction. I'm actually blushing. Thank God you cannot see from my color. I'm actually blushing. I mean, was that me she was talking about? Anyway, so that I can save time. First and foremost, let me say, I really, really thank God to have each one of you on this call today. So it's good morning for those from the US and Canada. It's good afternoon for us in Kenya, in Africa and Europe. I know for you it's afternoon. And of course, we have our sisters and brothers, like Marjet, who is good evening, and even in the Philippines, Rico, I can see you here. Good evening, everyone. Again, it's my pleasure. It's really totally my pleasure to be the one taking you through this journey today. And this honor, I am actually speechless. So how do I compress my 51 years in 1 hour, actually in 45 minutes? It's difficult, right? But you know what? Nancy has done a quarter of it. So at least that helps, with what she said. So I'll try not to repeat what she has said. And she has, as she introduced me, yes, my name is Lucy Curia, Lifestyle Director 2 right now. I'm heading on to Lifestyle Director 3 with this opportunity, which I'm so excited about. Why am I excited? Because I didn't have any network marketing experience before, but here I am today. So first and foremost, let's talk a bit about me. She said that, I am a wife and mother of 2. So let me just share with you my family very briefly. I'm actually the only lady in the house. These are the men in my life. I have my husband there, Anthony. I have my 21 and a half year old son, Sean, and I have Shane, who is actually he'll be 19. He'll be 19 in September. So those are the men in my lives. And apart from that, then let's talk about my childhood, how I grew up. I came from a family of five siblings. And with this family, I'm the firstborn. So there goes the name principal. Being the firstborn, but it's not just being the firstborn. I was followed by 3 energetic, noisy, cheeky brothers before my sister came to neutralize as the 5th born. Already that tells you I had to be to take up the leadership role right from childhood. And that's why you always, you are always calling me principal and head girl, but I will tell you more about that. Apart from that, I was brought up by parents who were in the military. My late dad, may God rest his soul in peace, Watson, and my mom, Ade. They're the ones who molded me. And you can imagine, parents in the military, they met in the military, then after that, we were the results. So the discipline follows, the values, all those principles, you can imagine, I grew up with them. And it's because of that that I've carried them along the line. It's actually part of me. It's not even something I think of. It's just like the same way you seamlessly breathe the air that we are given freely by God. That has been my nature. So with these boys, of course, being cheeky and energetic and everything, one of the things I had to do, and being the first girl, I had to at times bulldoze myself to be hard, to get my rights. And as much as I tell my friends I'm the quietest in the family, I know you'll find it to believe. It's because of the many times I had to bulldoze, to be hard, and to get my way. So you can imagine, coming from that kind of environment with 3 brothers and a sister, then I ended up having men in my life. So you can imagine, that's where I have come from. Now, as we grew up, one of the things, we grew up around the country, within Kenya. We travel a lot within Kenya, and that molded me in the sense that my personality can accommodate. I mean, it's very patient, and I can deal with so many people from different backgrounds. And then, apart from that, when I went to school, the fact that I moved from one school to the other, then my leadership skills, what I can thank God for is the fact that the people I came across believed in me, and I ended up having leadership roles everywhere I went. So for Team Africa, I know you call me principal and you call me head girl, but do you know what? You are not wrong. I was a head girl in my O levels. I was a head girl in my A levels. And I progressed into the university. I still held leadership roles. So of course, now that's just a bit about my background. Then after university, I moved to employment. Of course, I did a few jobs here and there before I ended up in the corporate world in 1994. And I worked in the hospitality industry and later service or telecommunications industry. And again, the values, the principles, all the beliefs I held, the background, the foundation that I had took me, carried me along all these levels that I progressed in. And you can imagine being in the corporate world for 22 years. How was my life like? You might ask. And I will just share with you a bit about my corporate past lane. And as I share the screen again, you know what corporate life is usually all about. Boardroom meetings. Let me just, there we go. So we have boardroom meetings, as you can see over there. And despite all the work that we do, if you know anything about corporate, it's 8 to 5. That's what is usually written on the paper. But let me tell you, the kind of corporate life and the fast lane that I followed was, I would tell you, it was actually from 6:30 to 6:30, because I would leave my house by 6:10. I would always be in the office before 7. I don't like traffic, and I always like being an early bird. And at times I would not leave at the end of the evening, late at night. But you know what? It was not all work, work, work. One of the things about corporate, we work hard and also play hard. So as you can see, one of the things, like I've shared a few of my photos, team building events, travel, and you get to go to places that you had never thought that you'd ever go to. So when you talk about travel, I have traveled widely thanks to my corporate world. And here we are looking at even some photographs of traveling to Zambia, Malawi, South Africa, Mauritius, Dubai, name it. And locally, we have traveled a lot. And that has continued to mold my character, to make me want more, and also to to dream of the kind of lifestyle that I would like to have. And as we work like this, of course, recognition was always part of it, because like Nancy has said, I always like giving my best. It has always been my motto, and thanks to my late dad, that you should never do something that tomorrow you'll regret and wish you had done it better. Always give your best at all times. And so that you never, even if you don't achieve the goals you had set out on that particular day, as long as you give your best, then you know what that means is that you'll always be satisfied with whatever you get, because you know, even if you're given another chance, you wouldn't do anything differently. All right. So that's a corporate life. As I stop sharing over here, that is a fast lane. Again, like I said, with exposure, the experience that I got, all this molded the kind of person that I became, and also the leadership roles that I held. Some of the roles, the duties I had to hold, I ended up becoming a numbers person. By the way, one of my worst subjects in high school was maths. I did not like maths. Yes, I know some of you are laughing because you know how it is nowadays. You call me the numbers girl. I am not a number. I was never a numbers girl. But the kind of life that I had made me exposed to crunch numbers, looking at numbers and trying to figure out what they mean, because we are always told numbers do not lie. And I carried that over here. Now, let's move forward. With all this exposure, with all these benefits that we had, what was the catch? My only downside, I would say, was the fact I felt that towards the end, I started feeling, especially in my mid-40s, I started feeling that this corporate life was not giving me exactly what I needed. How so? I had we had all these benefits, this fast life, but I did not have enough time for my family. I did not have time for myself. And even the money that we were paid, I didn't even have enough time to enjoy it. And what does that do? What did that do to me? What it did to me is that it was not only detrimental to my family life, to my children, my sons, and you can imagine having teenage sons. I felt like they were growing by osmosis. I blink, wake up, they're in high school. Blink, wake up, they're doing exams. Oh, blink, wake up, I have to go for Thanksgiving Day. And I felt like, they were just slipping away. So I decided to resign from my job. And with that, and apart from just the fact that it was detrimental to my health and the time, I felt that it is time now I did something else that was a bit more fulfilling. That's when I decided to resign from my work, and I joined the brick and mortar industry, which in Kenya we call Jua Kali, or the SME industry, and it was amazing. I must say it was amazing. Why was it amazing? First and foremost, I was a boss of my own. And remember, with the discipline I had, I knew I was be able to manage my time, and it was lovely. I would actually say the first 1.5 years to 2 years, it was incredible, because I was putting in all the efforts, and I was earning all the efforts I was getting. Not like other, in the other scenario where you work very hard to benefit others. Here, everything I was achieving. But guess what? If you for the Kenyans, we had elections in 2017. Which had to be repeated towards the end. We never felt the effects then until 2018. That the post-election, effects is where the business dynamics all changed. And things started slowing down. The economy started going down. And for me, that particular time, I was wondering what is not going on. Despite the fact that I was still, hanging on to my business. And like one thing that Nancy has said, the resilience I still had. And I had all this conviction that everything was going to go on well. So I hung in there. And as I did that, as the business dynamics were changing, expenses never changed. You still have to pay rent. You have to pay the salaries. Oh, you have stomachs to feed. You have your own expenses, fuel, name it. And all that was happening. And you know what? I came to realize by the end, I was doing all that. I was very busy. With the money I was making, I was very busy paying bills. And I was paying everyone apart from one person, myself. I figured it out that I'm paying everyone apart from myself. So it was just a vicious cycle. And the thing is, because of being caught in that rat race, you don't even get to realize what you're doing to yourself. That was me. And guess what? That is the time I met up again. We reconnected with my old friend, Nancy Kihika, in March 2018. So I met her, and of course, I'm very excited, trying to catch up. How old are your daughters now? Then she even tells me, I got a son along the line. And as we are catching up, she is so excited. She starts telling me about this new opportunity she has gotten. First she told me about the products. And then he said, apart from the products being incredible, the opportunity is really lovely. And I told her, go slowly. Just, you know what I'm doing right now, because I invited her to see what I was doing. So right now is not the time to talk to me about anything else. But I still paid a bit of attention because she caught my eye with one product, the Fountain of Life. And she was so excited, I could not even contain her. She could not even stay still. She told me about it. I just listened patiently. And then I told her, I'll get back to you in 2 weeks. What did I want to do in those 2 weeks? Get more information. I read up about this product. And I was wondering, how can this girl, who is only 3 months old in this business, be so excited about something that by that time, she didn't even have the product. But she was just telling me it's amazing. Why was she this convinced? Because she had come from another network marketing firm, which had supplements, but nothing compared to this. Now, something that you have not seen, you have not used. How can you be convinced it is incredible? Anyway, I went and did my research, and everything I read about it was just tick, 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 tick. And I thought, this is something I need to have. So I decided, I came back to her, not after 2 weeks, despite her follow-up. I got back to her after a month, because I kept telling her, I'll get back to you after a month. And I told her, you know what, Nancy, I want that product for my mom and my mother-in-law. They have diabetes, they have arthritis, they have high blood pressure. Those are the three I knew at that particular time. However, when I read about it, one thing I got to know is that it's 100% natural. You can not only use it topically, you can also ingest it. And you can even, there were so many conditions that it can control. I was wondering what really this is. And most of this she had not even told me, because I'm sure some of it she didn't even know herself, because she was still new. So anyway, I decided to get hold of the products, and I told her, she gave me the price, and I was like, you know what, that price, if I'm going to buy this, is there a way I can get it cheaper? She started talking to me about the opportunity. I said, hold, can I just buy the products at a wholesale? Can you get for me an account in your website? I buy at a wholesale. She told me, this is what you need to do. So I went and did my math. Of course, that math lesson that I used to hate very much came in handy. I did my math, and I saw it's actually viable to join as a partner only for the products to buy at 30% discount. And that's exactly what I did. But I did not get just the Fountain of Life. I got so many other products. And when I got the 6 bottles of Fountain of Life, I got skincare. And then I decided to take it to my mom, my mother-in-law. Remember, they're the ones who made me join. And of course, there's no way I was going to give them something that I'm not using. So I decided to use. Lo and behold, within a very short time, my mom comes and tells me the way her asthma, remember it wasn't on the list, but she comes and tells me that her chest is feeling much better. She's able to sleep. My mother-in-law was talking about her arthritis getting better. I mean, there are all these things that started coming back. So I was like, okay, at least it was a good investment. All this time, I knew I was healthy. So I was just taking for the sake, because it was meant for them, for the others who are sick, not me. But you know one thing I had not told you? For 38 years, I had struggled with a condition called migraines, which I thought were normal, because they were so common to me. Upset me, I would get a migraine. That time of the month, I would get a migraine. I go hungry, and by then I love my food, I would get a migraine. I'm too thirsty, I'll get a migraine. Anything would give me a migraine. So migraine was part of me, just like the same way somebody passes through a dusty place and sneezes. For me, it was normal. I did not know when my migraines ended, because after I started taking the Fountain of Life, that ended. But you know what? We are not talking about products today, because that is a different session. But I need to tell you that for you to see where my transition, how I transitioned. Within 2.5 weeks, I was getting calls from my mom's friends. One of my sisters who is here, who is asthmatic, I caught up with her, Her name is Stella. I caught up with her when she was having an attack. And she had struggled the whole day. Inhalers were not working. She had been nebulized, it wasn't working. And you know what? I just told her, I have read about this. It says it also helps, relieve. I put in her water. 10 minutes, she was feeling better. And immediately she wanted all the bottles I had. By that time, I only had 2 left. So she took the 2 that I had left because she could not believe she has suffered from asthma since childhood, that there's something she can take and within 10 minutes she has relief. And from there, she also shared with her friends. Fast forward, 2 months after, we went for a party. And my sister again and a few of her friends all started laughing at me. By the way, I didn't tell you, growing up with brothers made me a tomboy. One of the things I never cared about was these things you call facial procedures, cleansing, moisturizing, scrubbing. So I go for this party. Remember, I'm in my late 40s. And these ladies start asking, hey, what's a special occasion? You're wearing a foundation. I told Lucy, I don't even own a foundation. That is how the conversation went. I just thought, there's some other products, skincare products. I got some supplements for my parents, and I got these products, so I'm just using them. Everybody was like, wow. And I got 2 orders of the full range of the skincare. Of course, I didn't know what to do. So I, meek and mild, now came back to Nancy. Tell me again about that opportunity. Remember, she was only, now, by this time, she was only 5 months old. She was not very sure exactly how to go about it, but you know what? We went to her back office and we opened this presentation that was in the back office. And you know what? This presentation was so amazing because one of the things I picked out is that it was so easy to understand. It was so organized, so structured. And it was, the way it was just flowing, I was like, wow. So she showed me even how to, she showed me now all, remember that time I joined, I just gave her the money just to get the discount. I didn't know what it entailed. Now I paid attention. And you know what? That was my game changer. For somebody who had no experience in network marketing, I went deep and to understand this opportunity. I went on, and some of the questions I didn't have. And by this time, Lucy Karanja, who joined at the same time, even for her, she just gave her card and she'll tell you her story on another day. She also did not, she just joined because of the products like me. All the questions they couldn't ask, I took it upon myself and I called the head office. When I called the head office, and by the way, before I even go to the head office, let me just go back a bit and brief you on exactly why I was so adamant to Nancy not to tell me about the opportunity. It's because, to the best of my knowledge, network marketing or this kind of business is a hawking business. Yes, I said hawking. Why do I say hawking? Because I thought it is that business that entails you carrying a rucksack, walking on the streets, selling wares, stopping anybody, or Karim, have toothpaste I'm selling, have this skincare I'm selling. That is what I thought this business was about. When she told me about the products, I thought this is what I need to do. And of course, there was no way I was going to do this. I was not going to do hawking business. Not when I was a senior manager for a number of years, commanding a whole country and then some of the East African countries. There was no way I was going to do hawking. So that is why I was that passionate not to do this business. But you know what? When I got involved and I decided to now start learning, some of the questions they couldn't answer, I called Canada directly. And you know what? It happened that my name became even more popular than Nancy, who had recruited me in Canada, because of all the questions I was asking. To a point where I used to ask questions and come and train the team. And that time we had a very small team, including Nancy, who was my upline. In 2019, I actually got an award recognizing me for true dedication and determination, because I would get questions and then come and teach the others. So that was my journey. And I continued now with this. I got to know more and I embraced. And you know what? At this time, I actually now start asking, I started paying attention to Nancy. What exactly made you change from where you came from after all these years of doing network marketing? 12 years, you jumped ship. She told me, Lucy, 2 things, compensation plan and e-commerce. That was dururu to me. It was jargon. But I paid attention again. I was eager to learn. And she explained to me exactly this. So we went step by step to understand the compensation plan. Now, this is where my bit of experience from corporate world came in. First and foremost, there's something called retail profit. Now, our retail profit, in any business you buy at a wholesale and you sell retail, you make your money. But now, let us put icing on the cake and bring e-commerce. I am here in Kenya. I tell my sister in the US, Tina, we have this product that you need to have. Your job, you stand too long, and you need to really take care of your blah, blah, blah. Then she wonders, how do I get it? I just gave her my website. She buy, and she went online, bought. I called my cousin, Sabina, who is on this call, Sabina Smith in the UK. I told her, you know what? I know you know about health and you're in the health business. We have this antioxidant. Read about it and tell me what you think. She came back and told me she would like to try it. I gave her my website. She went and bought 4 bottles. And she also wanted the toothpaste because she found the toothpaste when she went to my website. She bought and she shared with her family. And you know what? I was making money, but guess what? I did not know I was making money at this time with the e-commerce. I didn't know yet. I only knew about the direct retail profit. Then as we went along, I learned about wholesale profit. And I thought, Lucy, you're always recommending your tailor, your hairdresser, your perfumes. You even go and negotiate prices for your friends. I even hear my husband recommending the mechanic to his friends, and they even call and make an appointment for them. Do they get paid for it? No. Guess what? Here, just by talking to one of my partners who's here, let me even say, Christine Karemi, she's here. I talked to her, I share with her the opportunity, and then, pop, $250. I'm told, thank you for extending for sharing this opportunity. Who does that? Anyway, let's move forward. Remember the numbers, girl? There's something we used to call targets in our industry. And I was part of the people who were, as a senior manager, setting up targets that used to change every quarter. And you only get your commission when you attain the target. If you fall short even by 1 digit or 1 unit, you will not qualify for commission that month. And every month you start at 0. Ha ha. Until I came here and found the founder with a heart of gold, our CEO, Mr. Ramin Mesgalo, who comes up with a compensation plan with team commission whereby you accumulate volume, and then when you reach a certain threshold, you're paid your commission. But guess what? Here, it doesn't get flushed out. Whatever you accumulate, even if you don't get the threshold for payment, you will continue working until the time you get to the threshold. That's the time you get paid. That was amazing. And now all the other targets are monthly. Here we get paid on Wednesday, every Wednesday. Actually, it's weekly, let me just tell you. So these are some of the things that made the commission structure so mind-blowing. The products had put me in one leg. The compensation plan put the other leg. Now, it was just the half of the body that was remaining. I went on. Accolades are coming in. As you move on, now I found out in this company where all the places I've worked would only get, especially senior managers, you'd get an annual bonus. The company would share with you the profits once a year. Opulence gives you every month, it shares its profits with the partners. Every month is something we call monthly global revenue sharing. All this is jargon for you today, because even for me, it took several months to learn. So don't worry about the names. I managed to even be a beneficiary of some of these benefits. So again, as we say, apart from this, I just want to show you the revenue sharing, where some of our names are actually put, with the other people around the globe as part, we share part of the profits the company has made every month. And as all this was happening, I advanced in rank. I became a lifestyle director 1, got car bonuses. Then I went to lifestyle director 2, where I got the a cruise qualification. And guess what? I always knew cruise is for those old people who are over 70, who are going, who are on retirement, not for people my age. But Opulence Global made that opulent living a reality. So that's why I'm saying now the half of the body that had been left out, now all jumped in. So as I stop sharing again, because I'll keep just sharing a few of these moments that I came across. Oh, this was just amazing. Now, remember, I keep talking about Opulence Global. They have not employed me. I am an independent partner. And my business is in over 25 countries. And being an independent partner, I have benefits. The company has given me a free, well-maintained, functional website. For those in Kenya, how many hundreds of thousands do you need to pay for a website? First, for it to be made. For somebody to maintain, there's another monthly charge. I have a free website, an online shop, and even a private Facebook testimonial page where I can take my prospects for them to learn. And that's over there where I learned that Fountain of Life can help with asthma, where people share, where my prospects, when they ask me something complicated, I tell them, you know what, let's go here and ask. And we get answers from the experts. Trainings are available on a weekly basis. We have all the tools, all the brochures. I mean, this is just amazing. So I had my half body, the rest of the body. Now my head was actually deeper than the rest of the body. There was nothing that was making me turn back. And this is where I am. And that's where the excitement up to today. Apart from all these goodies that I've spoken about, but there are many. I'm only mentioning a few. I got a new family. And with this new family, you know what? Here, it doesn't matter whether I've only met you online. The fact that you're an Opulence Global partner who is in Canada, for example, Mariam, and I have somebody who's in Toronto, and I've seen Mariam in some of the trainings. I tell her I have a prospect there. You know what they usually do? They ask, give me the name. And they start talking to the person and they close the person on my behalf. I mean, how cool is that? And I've not even met the person, but this happens. So now that for me blew my mind. And with this family, but it has really extended. And I even when I got a chance to go to Canada for a convention in 2019, I got to meet all these partners and so many others who were not able to come, but still that feeling is still there. That is a photo of our amazing CEO and founder, Mr. Ramin Mesgalo. I have worked for many companies. Most of them, we only have the photo of the founder somewhere on the walls in the office. Now, can you imagine being one-on-one? Mr. Mesgalo calls me Lucy, and by first name. This is just amazing. And he will listen to you. He's such a down-to-earth person. No wonder he has given us such an amazing compensation plan. I just wish I could scoop a bit of his brain just to understand exactly how his thinking is. Look at our other sales and development managers, Danny, and so many other, there are so many other people that we met. But why am I sharing that I've met some of this? Just to tell you, this family is amazing because we have so many people. Of course, I must mention my grandpa in the business, Reza Mesgalo, who came to Africa and introduced this to Nancy, and eventually Africa was born. Apart from that, all the others, Maria Baptiste, who is always on our calls. We have Mariam, we have Ifra. And let me tell you, even when I went to Canada, to just show you how interesting this is, the fact that we even have a uniform presentation structure, just in different languages. After my convention, which was in Toronto, I went visiting family friends in Ottawa. And when I went there, the reception I received from the Ottawa brothers and sisters was amazing. I went for their tour and they even asked me to do the compensation plan. Lucy, Curia doing the compensation plan. And I did so proudly. And they welcomed me, Steph Wise, Rebecca. I mean, it was really, really nice, being with you people. And before I left, somebody like Justine drove over 1.5 hours from one side of Ottawa to the other to come with her daughter to take me for lunch. An amazing French restaurant I've never forgotten. That's the kind of sisterhood I'm talking about and brotherhood that we have in this business. And let's come even back home. 3 days ago, I had a prospect in Johannesburg who wanted a Fountain of Life urgently. She knows about the website. I'd already made her a VIP, but she wanted one urgently. What did I do? I called my sister in Pretoria, Veronica. And do you know what? In 24 hours, my prospect, my VIP, had her Fountain of Life. The rest of how we'll sort ourselves out with Veronica, I don't need to share on this call. That's a kind of company that I'm working for. I've partnered with rather. So for me, you know what, if you're there, please do not waste time. What can I say has been the takeout over here, with Opulence Global? I can say that it has, Opulence Global is giving me my dream. I'd always dreamt, after working for all these corporates, dealing with foreign investors and customers, I had always hoped to own a global business, or to even have a business that I can earn from, around the globe. Now, Opulence Global has given me that. Values that I had had for a very long time came to light. But now, this does not mean that you need to have worked in corporate for you to do this business. Because here we do not go selling, we just share. I have never sold any of these products. I just share. And I've been able to make all, my ends meet. And with all these rank advancement, so many things, so many paths have been opened by this particular opportunity. Spending time with my loved ones, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, the things we take for granted. Taking your son to school every morning and evening. They even tell, Mom, thank you very much for everything you're doing. I mean, that just melts. Having breakfast with your spouse, things we only used to do on weekends, now it's possible. Opulence Global has given me that freedom, and I'm really, really excited about that. And so many other dreams, like traveling the world and also sharing and impacting other people's lives, not only financially, but also health-wise. So for me, that has been a very big game changer. So what's my take? And what lesson can I share with you? I nearly missed this train, not bus. I nearly missed this train that was going to take me to that plane, that jet. And why did I nearly miss it? Because of the misconceptions we usually have. The misconceptions I had about network marketing, the hawking. And it's because of we never know the difference between network marketing, multi-level marketing, and pyramid schemes. I have paused because there's a very big gap. There's a very big difference between those. So those misconceptions are things we need to work on. And when I came here, I found seasoned marketers, network marketers, Nancy, Febronia, who had done network marketing for over 15 years. And they came and taught me and told me, Lucy, come, we'll hold your hand. We will show you why we moved from where we've come from and what we have here that is not available elsewhere. You go and listen to our CEO, our highest Anna, my grandpa, Reza Mesgalo, when you listen to them and they give you the differences we have over others. Now, for me, that has just made my everything. Now, I'm even plus my hair is all in. And at times, being a graduate, we think we are too learned, or having worked in corporate world, we have all this experience, we think we know too much. But let me tell you, that ends up being a block. So let us drop that and at least give a chance whenever we hear about this. So what is my message to you? My message to you is that I would just like to ask a few questions. Do you have a dream? Do you have a dream? That thing that you've always desired, and you know that everything that with what you're doing right now, you cannot achieve that dream. If you have that dream, then you need to write it in bold, underline, and color it. Then I'll also ask you, do you have the desire to go after that dream? And I'll need to ask you, ask yourself if you have that goal, that whatever goal it is, and you have that desire to go for it. If not today, when else? For the partners on this call, do you have that desire to wake up every single day to share the products, the opportunity, even when you get those no's? Do you have that desire to go to the next person? Third, do you have the guts? G-U-T-S. Do you have the guts? Get used to sneers. Yes, get used to sneers, because I had to go through the sneers. My fellow workmates, Lucy, you too, you are doing those things. My family, some family and extended family members, apart from the ones who've been supporting me. Lucy, These are things that bad. Are you okay? You know, can we help you financially? Because it was really struggling. Until now, when I started traveling, you know, and I'm inviting them for this presentations, and I'm the one who's doing it. It's an international presentation. They're like, oh, so this thing is actually professional. So get used to the sneers, and you will get them. And by the thing is, you will get them from those who are closest to you. They're the ones who will give you the sneers. When you overcome the first guts, G-U-T-S, get used to sneers, then you'll get to the next guts. Get used to success. But you know what? Disclaimer, this success is not a smooth road because there are so many hills. There are so many cracks. And you need to have a lot of discipline. You need to have a lot of patience. You need to work, work, and work. It's not a walk in the park, but the reward is amazing. The reward is amazing, I must tell you. So once you get used to the past guts, the sneers, and then the success, take action. Take action. And I'll ask all the guests on this call, please take action. And the action we are calling you for, remember, we do not recruit, we do not go hawking, we do not go selling. Try our products. That's the first action we'd like you to do. Try the products. Buy from the person who has invited you, or at least go to the website if you're not near the person who is, who has introduced this to you. Go to the website. Our company does everything. So the first action, please be our customer. Try the products. Now, partner like you cannot turn back. 30%, you buy at 70% the value. When you look at the difference, it's amazing. So become a partner, even if not to do the business, at least to buy at a discount. And you know what? My business is in 25 countries, but half of the partners I have only joined just to use the products. Like Jane, I know she's on this call. She's a very good buyer, and she's been my buyer since 2018. Then also, you could be a partner to also do the business, use the products and do the business and earn money. Why is that sweet? Because I stumbled upon the money. I stumbled. And for me, it was answered prayers. My brick and mortar business was going down, but I was still hanging on to a cobweb, which was very thin, but I was still holding on. And here I stumbled on because as I was earning, I did not even know. Until one time I sat with our amazing Lucy Karanja and Christine Karimi. We started going through the e-wallet, and I found money. And it was very good money because the margins are very good, I can tell you for free. To a point where I was actually able to transfer the money to my card. And I used that. I gave it to Lucy Karanja, who is in the travel industry, to buy a ticket to Toronto, actually to Ottawa, with a stopover in Toronto and back from that. So please, there is also money in this business. So I've said use the products. That's the first action. Second, become a partner, whether for the products or for the business. Third, even if you're healthy, more healthy than Lucy Curia was, and you do not want the products, and you're okay with the business, at least refer us to 5 or 10 people who you know can benefit from this opportunity. And number 4, even for those who are employed, you do not have to leave your jobs like Lucy Curia. And I will tell you exactly why by the end of this call. Because this is the only business you get paid full-time salary on a part-time basis. As in, you can do it on part-time and you get a full-time income. So you only need 2 hours, and we'll tell you how. So ladies and gentlemen, that is what I had to share with you today. But before I do that, let me just share this with you before I call one people. How do we do our business? I just want to share with you for 2 minutes. Before COVID, at least I know in Kenya, we used to have physical meetings, and where we would set up our products on a table, on a beautiful display, all our products for you to see and feel. And you'd even have our partners on the ground to share with you, for you to answer all your questions. And then, guess what? COVID happened. Right now, we can only do one-to-one, but we do a lot of online, because remember, we embraced e-commerce long before COVID. So we've only just perfected and we continue doing what we're doing. This is just one of the calls. Right now, we have over 40 corporate calls around the world in different languages: Chinese, Somali, Mexican, Spanish. We have enough French, including Kiswahili and English. Of course, that must end with our own. We have enough calls. And we said we are global. This is our Senior Vice President, Sanaz, on our webinar. This is one of the screens. There are actually about 5 screens. I just picked one. Based in Toronto. We have Maria Baptiste, who never misses our calls, from Toronto. My grandpa in the business, Reza Mesgalo, our highest earner in Ottawa. Let's move on. Let's see. We have John Bute here, engineer Bute, all the way in South Sudan, just to show you how global it is. Oh, we have Renelia over here, Emanuela in Nigeria, and my sister Veronica in Pretoria. We have Taj in the UK. We have Barbara in Scotland. Oh my. Nora Bastien in one of our calls. I'm sure they don't even know about this screen, from Niagara Falls. We have who else? Let's see. Ototo. We have so many people. We have Lucas from South Africa. This just to show you how we are doing it now. We have, and apart from the 40 corporate, every region, every country, they have other calls that they do. Okay, so that's what I had for you. And now I would just like to call a few people before I give my final comment. Just a few testimonials from, or just stories from just a few partners from here. And once, let me see, I have my friend here, Mr. Elijah Kitinga from the Rift Valley, not even in Nairobi. Please tell us, welcome to the call, and tell us, when did you come across this opportunity? What caught your eye? How long have you been here, and why are you still here?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lucy. Your story is just amazing. I'm so happy to be here on this call this evening now. My name is Elijah Kitinga from Nakuru, Kenya. I'm so happy to be part of this great family, Opulence Global. I'm a lifestyle advisor, and I've been in this business now for 3 months. I'm heading now to lifestyle, to life LD1, we call it LD1, Lifestyle Director 1. And I'm so excited. I'm a businessman. I'm in the petroleum industry. I'm a dealer in Nakuru. And I got into this business because my mother-in-law had been sick with arthritis, and a lady gave this product, Fountain of Life, to my wife to give to the mother. So when we gave this product to my mother-in-law, after some time, my mother-in-law was able to do the things that she could not do before. For example, initially she could not be able to stand up easily after sitting down, and even making movement around was very hard for her. But after using Fountain of Life, she was able now to do all those things. Right now, she's able to visit with her friends back in the village, and she's just a very happy lady. It's at this point when I saw this, I said to my wife, please take me to the lady who gave you this product. I want to know more about this product. And when this lady shared with me about the product, I just told her that I want to get into this business. You know what, being a businessman, I saw the opportunity that this business had. I looked at the compensation plan. It was wonderful, like no other, and I studied it very clearly. I followed it up in the evening, and I discovered that actually there is no other better business one can do apart from this. So I told the lady, show me the best position that I can join this business because I want to do it. I want to try this business. And she told me, join as a lifestyle advisor. I asked her how much it was. I didn't have all the money, but I went, looked for the money, and the following day I was struggling. My card was giving me trouble, but I decided I'm not giving up. I went, opened another bank card. I got another card and I joined this business. And you know what? For the 3 months I've done this business, I'm amazed because I'm enjoying 40% discount now on all my purchases. And you know what? I've been launching a few shops here and there. And these shops, immediately I launch, they put the money into my wallet. You know, I launch a lifestyle advisor and they put $250 into my account, just like that. And you know, I don't do even much. I just talk to my friends. I tell them, have you heard about this product, Fountain of Life, and what it's doing? And then they tell me, please show us. I show them, and immediately they are willing to join. They just join, and the company is paying me. I'm also enjoying the direct sales because some of my friends tell me, I just want the product. I give them the product and I make profit on that. And you know what? I'm doing this while I'm still running my business. I just dedicate myself about a day to do this. In a day, I just give myself about an hour. And some days even I go without even attending to this business. But the little time that I give it, I find the results are amazing. I'm so happy to be part of this great team of the Opulence Global. I think I'm prepared now to go places after listening to Lucy. I'm telling myself I want to do this business now in a better way. I'm creating a customer base, and my customers are increasing by each day. Like today, I was talking to some doctors, friends, they visited with us, and they were telling me, you mean you have such a product? These are medical people. In fact, they understood what an antioxidant does better. They are the ones now explaining to me what it does. And they are very much willing to join the business. Maybe in the next call, they might be here. Thank you so much, Lucy, for giving me an opportunity to share. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Elijah Kitinga. That is just to show you that people who are doing other businesses can still do this business. Thank you very much. That is only a few months old. Well done. You inspire me, Elijah. And thank you very much for sharing. Let me take a brief flight and go all the way and land in Abuja, where I have this amazing, amazing person ready with jollof rice for me. Our lifestyle director one and leader in Nigeria, Emanuela, who inspires me because she's in a very busy office, senior manager, and she's doing this. She's even been able to advance in rank in only 1 year. Emanuela, please just share with us briefly.
Yeah, thank you so much, Lucy. And that was a wonderful, wonderful journey you just shared with us. Really, really amazing. I could listen to you all day and I want to listen in full. There's still more you're going to tell us later on. So thank you. Good evening and good morning to everyone on this call. My name is Emanuela, a very, very proud partner with Opulence Global, a lifestyle director one. Like Lucy already said, I work with an international non-governmental organization, and in my position, it's really hectic, but we're used to hectic lives because I do own a small business on the side. But then again, this, my wonderful friend, my dear, dear friend, Veronica, comes in, and that was last year, May. I actually signed up on the 25th of May of joining Opulence Global. And she comes up, Emanuela, I'm in this business, I need you to, I'm like, hey, I can't do this. I don't know how to talk to people. I can't sell stuff like that. No, no, no. But you know what? Being who she is, Veronica, she's a dear friend of mine and also a sister. She's basically family. So there are two things my husband asked me when I told him about this business. He said, It's coming from Veronica. Will Veronica tell you or give you an opportunity that is not authentic? The other thing he asked me was, if you invest this money in this business and you do lose the money, would it be the end of your world? I'm like, no, life continues. So I was like, why not? Get in. So I got in, not really knowing so much, even of the products, but more because of my dear friend. I trusted her and I came in. And then this amazing, amazing, amazing product we have, the Fountain of Life, you heard from Elijah, has just given a new lease of life to me and made this business, made me so passionate about this business. How? My daughter, I give the testimonial all the time. I've actually registered her. She's just a teenager, but she's a partner with Opulence Global and currently in Canada. So I'm like, yeah, you're in the right place. You're going to build your business there. And she gets her product to take care of herself. So I'm really amazed and really pleased with what the business has done for me so far. And then being busy on the one hand with the 8 to 5, actually 8 to whenever, because we work overtime, you know, just to meet up. I love this business. So I do create time for this business. And, you know, I'm sure Veronica will say it one day. The very first time I saw money in my back office, I was a bit wary, like, you know, yeah, I've been selling the product. Where did this money come from? I had to call Veronica. I just saw money in my back office. What is it? Why, where? She's like, hey, calm down. That's residual income you're getting, maybe the people you've registered. I'm talking about people I registered. How did they come by? This was me who couldn't talk, who said I can't market. But because of the amazing products, I tell the one person, this is what it does, this is what it has done. They hear from other people, and then people keep joining. And I've been able to grow an amazing team. And 98%, I'll say 99% of my team are people who have full-time jobs, but they're able to push this business. So anybody can work this business. It's an amazing opportunity. And I just love what it presents for us. And just to add here that I've actually grown in this business. Veronica, Nancy, even Lucy, the entire team can say, and I know it for myself, because before now, I wouldn't be able to speak this much to you. And then I know with office work, when I have to do a presentation, my husband is like, huh, she's all nervous, she has to do this, but now, I tell you, last week at 7 a.m., HR calls me, hey, somebody is not available to do so-and-so presentation. I've never seen that slide ever. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And I did it, and I beat my chest. I did a very good job of it. It's not on my own. It's the training I've gotten from this amazing team and family. So yeah, this is the right place. You're doing your business. You're also growing, and you have a great family, a great support system. So I don't know where else you get that, you know. So Opulence Global is here to stay in my family. And then as per business, I'm working so hard. So someday I won't be saying yes, yes, yes to the other people, but yes, yes, yes to just me. So someday you're going to hear the news that she's no more with those people. She's full-time with Opulence Global. That's my prayer. So thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, Lucy, for all the mentoring. You're just an amazing lady. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, thank you very much, Emanuela, for that. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you've had it. But now, is it only people in business or employed people who can do this? I have this phenomenal lady. We call her the French Queen because first she was born in Burundi, grew up in DRC, then met a Kenyan man who swept her off her feet. And she moved to Kenya when she had a dot of English. And today, she's our lifestyle director 1, heading on to lifestyle director 2, heading a very huge team. Nadine Gendandumwe, kindly share with us briefly how your journey has been. In about 2 minutes, tell us, how has journey been?
Oh my God, Lucy, first of all, I was saying if I wasn't in this company, tonight I'll remove my card and swipe it again and join this amazing, amazing journey that you have shared with us. Thank you so much. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm blessed to have her as my upline, because Lucy, my journey with her. First of all, when I used to come to Kenya, I used to know Lucy for those ladies who do happy time. When I come, I joined their club because we have a friend in common. They always have fun. They drink and laugh. I say, wow, this is Kenya. People don't have stress. They just join eat nyama choma and have fun and laugh with the family. It was just interesting. But that friend, I bless her too because she gave me Lucy in my life. And we came back, my husband and I, to now stay in Kenya. And my small story is family manager. Family manager, taking care of the kids, dropping them is an amazing, and understanding this country, how from the French speaking to English speaking, different way of doing things. I said, oh my God, am I going to survive? First of all, English was this, then you have to, practice. But I used to drop and know all the teachers up to the garden, even the food of my children. If there's salt or not, I'd go taste from the kitchen. What does it mean for you? Killing time. I was trying to buy time because you have a household to do the things at home. So you are just looking to buy your time outside. And the good group, the community friend that I met gave me an opportunity to discover the country. But you know what? Every time you go out, you have to spend. At the end of the day, you have things to share with Mr. and the master, my husband. I'm not listening that I call him. You swap the card, he received the message. That was that story. But let me tell you, Lucy told me, Nadine, she called me one day, I want to have coffee with you. For me, it was, I can't miss this. I told you, I was looking for buying my time. And Lucy told me to meet in a French restaurant. It was good. We sat down, we laughed. She asked me what I do. I wanted to show her that I'm busy, telling her how I do my business. But the hockey business was also a part of dropping the children, bringing those things outside, showing people that I have those French things from French countries, She told me I didn't have an opportunity. I want to make short of you running like a restless chicken. Now I know English, I can show you off. Hello, she shared with me this opportunity, and I thank God for that. She told me, Nadine, I'm going to teach you how to do this business. You'll be sitting home, do your business and grow, expand. But all was English, a lot of English. I said, no, I don't think I'm the right person. She told me, just come like a child and I will hold your hand. Actually, the fear in me was the language, because I was wondering, how am I going to pass over the message? But Lucy was a really persistent person. She told me, I'll show you. Go think and come. But let me tell you, that time, I didn't have the money that she's talking about as well. Not only the fear of the language. Where is that money coming from? What are you asking? And then she told me, you go and think and you come. And she didn't let me sleep. She told me, bring what you have. We are going to go step by step by step. Lucy, if you didn't hold my hands, I thank God again, I could be sitting under my table, still looking for the ball or the book of my child that have no cover to cover them, because time in my hands. And only that, she showed me how to put the product outside. I didn't know that people buy your story. I was sharing my story. People were buying the product. It's still going like, come on, Lisa, fire. You just show them, they just buy because they don't want the language, they want the product, they want the result of the product. And this company have given me the opportunity to have an online shop. I don't know how you feel. I bragged out of it. Don't meet me on your road. I'll give you my card because I have a card. I show you how I have an online shop that I don't pay million. I show you how this company makes me meet different millionaire on the call. Today, I'm meeting millionaire, and the company have teach me how to also do the business and become where I am today. Not only that, to show off, I dress like crazy. I wear them by weather. Today, I didn't want to be, I wanted gold on me. My friends, they see this opportunity. They want to wear like me. And then I show them. I tell them, go to my online shop. It's not what? I'm not getting in their wallet by asking them to borrow me. They go buy, I receive the commission in my account. Isn't it good? Taking money from your friend, but politely and nicely and dressing them out. This is what I used to do that I'm doing today. And this is how this company have made it. So to tell you, the language have not been a problem. And what? The Francophone community have expanded. Justine can wave from there if she's there in the call. And then we have Jeanne d'Arc, we have Hervé, we have Mona, we have all the people. And thank you for all your those who are joining, even if you're not listening, I mean speaking French. You are supporting. We love it and we really love it. We are trying to expand and become big French community are also going berserk because when you know we like dressing French people, so this is our platform. Yeah, that's why we get it. But to cut the story short, I thank Lucy. Lucy have brought me to become a nice person to take care of others. She have told me you'll pack your last bone, and I know she have taught me how to pack the last bone. I complain less, and they listen more, and they treat other people the way they're supposed and they deserve. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and God bless you. And all the best to the billion.
Wow, this opportunity, people are so excited. Nobody wants to stop talking. Thank you very much, Nadine, for sharing. Now, and to just end this session of testimonials, let me invite this lady. She is energetic, and you will agree with me at the end of this. She's an awesome friend who I've known for over 25 years. When I met her, let me not even tell her story. Let her just come and briefly tell us about her journey. She's our lifestyle director, one, heading to lifestyle director 2. Christine Karemi, our awesome co-moderator, please just share with us briefly. How has it been for you?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lucy. And from your lips to God's ears, yes, Lifestyle Director 2 coming up swiftly. Ladies and gentlemen, today you are in the midst of royalty. Let me tell you, this lady, like she said, I have known her for over 25 years. When I was, words fail me. But Lucy found me a young girl. We worked in the same organization also with Nancy, but I didn't know Nancy then. But Lucy was with us. And yes, like Nadine says, we were the happy girls, some of us more happier than the rest. But, as you go through life, you grow and you learn. And let me tell you, I couldn't have had a better person by my side to just hold me up and just guide me. Because every time I did things, even when we had lost touch with Lucy, I would always remember the people who make me want to be accountable for the things I do in my life. And that was Lucy. Lucy, just to let you know, that discipline that was instilled in you was for me, because this girl has straightened me. I put the ruler to shame, because I am straight. I follow rules. I listen. I adhere to what I am told. I'm a totally different person. For those who know me from way back when, if you know me, if you meet me today, you'll be shocked. But aside from that, and aside from the amazing business that Lucy introduced me to, let me tell you, I am so excited. If you look at me, my teeth glow, my skin glow, my hair is thick, my hair is dark, I'm full of energy. I am just that person. I have jewelry for all occasions. I want to go for a wedding, I can flash out. If I just want to be simple, this is it. I just wear it and look all good and look all contained. And when you ask me, I smile with my sparkling teeth. And then you ask me, what about your teeth? And I tell you about my toothpaste, and the list goes on. I mean, this is my life every day. And I love this business because we have cutting edge products that just get people to listen to what you have to say. Because if you're looking good, smelling good, and your hair is great and you're full of energy, when you speak to somebody and you tell them jump, they will tell you how high. So that in a nutshell is that business. But let me tell you about my upline. Yes, she is my upline. And, I used to boast to people like, yeah, my upline is better than yours. But let me tell you, this lady, with all her discipline, she doesn't do things differently. It doesn't matter who you are, where you belong. She treats everybody the same. Sometimes I look at her like, do something, special, extra special for me because I'm your downline. Man, let me tell you, I am straight. I am put to line. I'm asked questions of things, of course, I haven't done. And today I am that person. I am learning from her. I teach, I train the way she has taught me, regardless of who or where you're from. And that is Lucy. Let me tell you, this lady has taught me how to want to dream more. She has taught me how to want to learn more. She has taught me how to do more and how I can become more. If that is not a leader, then I don't know what is, because that is who Lucy Curia is to me. She's amazing. And I'm not going to get emotional. This is what I do every day. But Lucy has always told me that I have to be firm and strong in everything that I do. But she is that amazing lady. And Lucy, keep doing what you're doing, because, like you said, the world recognized you and they will keep recognizing you. And guys, if you're on this call today, you want to jump into this business so that you say, it was because of what Lucy Kuria said that I jumped into this business. Thank you so much, everybody, for being on this call. I am delighted. And yes, I am so proud of my team, this company, Opulence Global, One Africa, One Team, and to the billion.
Thank you very much, Karemi, for that. Oh my goodness, yes. We are not getting emotional today, another day. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end of our call, before I hand over back to our moderator, our amazing Queen of Africa, our Lifestyle Director heading to Lifestyle Director 4, because she's not going to touch 3. She'll just go all the way up, Nancy. Before we do that, just a message. Like I said, we are here to just ask you to try our products, become a partner, give us referrals, make your pick, but do not let this information just drop off after this call. With or without money, we all are looking for good health. We like looking good and feeling good. So whichever opportunity that has touched you, so kindly get back to the person who has invited you for any more details that you may require. Thank you very much for listening to me today. And as I end, I would like to give this quote from our young Amanda Gorman, who said, "There is always light, if you only were brave enough to see it. If only we are brave enough to be it." That is my thought for you to carry. And back to you, Nancy, and thank you very much. And may God bless you, please. Today being Sunday, bless somebody else by sharing whatever you've had today. Thank you very much.
Amazing, 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 Lucy. Thank you so much. Let me tell you, Lucy, you should have seen the chats. People saying how inspiring this call is. Let me tell you something. When we are told in our company that we are highly paid storytellers, this is what we do. Lucy has touched so many lives with her story. People who are listening, even partners who actually have never heard the deeper part of her story, has really inspired them. I am so inspired, Lucy. And I'm wondering, if I was to join, I would join again today, not tomorrow, today. So at this point, because of the time, I want to say we are going to open the lines for any visitors who have a question, any question. We don't want you to leave without answering your questions. So any visitor who has a question, you can actually put your hand up, or you can unmute yourself. Then you ask the question and you'll be able to help you. At the end, if visitors are done with the question, any partner who would like to say something or to comment, I can give you 2 minutes to do that. So let's see whether there are any questions with any visitors. Don't be shy, visitors. You can always unmute yourself and ask any question. Let's see whether there's anyone with any question. My co-moderator, make sure that you check, help me check. So
My
that
eyes
I don't
are glued
miss.
on the screen. Yes,
I
I'm
know.
looking.
All right. I know. So I can't see any question, but we can see a lot of yes. There's a hand that is raised from Duduzil.
It's Duduzile Mazonde.
Hey, I remember, Karemi, you pronounced that name before. Yes, Duduzile, please unmute yourself. You can ask the question.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon to you.
I just wanted to ask how much it would cost to become a partner.
Nancy, go ahead.
All right. First of all, I would like to ask Duduzile where she's joining from. Where are you joining from?
I'll be joining from Botswana.
Yes, I want to share with you how to join and how much you need for you to join the business at the best shop, which is Lifestyle Advisor. And I know the person who invited you, they're going to share with you more details. That will cost you Canadian dollars. I'll mention Canadian dollars because our company is Canadian, so our currency is Canadian, but I'm sure you'll be helped to convert that in your currency, which is 1,875 Canadian dollars. I will repeat, 1,875 Canadian dollars. That is the amount of money that you require to join as a lifestyle advisor. Does that help you?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And as I said, you will be assisted. I know we have leaders here like Agwata Toto, I know, who will help you convert that in your currency to know exactly how much you need in your currency. Thank you so much, and you're most welcome.
Thank you very much.
We have Thomas. Would you like to ask a question? I can see you unmuted. Thomas Mwanza.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, Thomas, we can hear you.
Yes, I've enjoyed what Lucy has been saying and following her through her career up to where she is. Now, my question is this. I have my parents have a problem, and it is so difficult for me to get to them to get the drugs or the drugs or what you give or from Opulence, so that they can be able to be helped. How do you do that to them? Because as much as you'd want to get the drugs for them, they have a reservation for them, and it is so difficult for me to convince them. How do you do that?
Okay, thank you so much, Thomas. First and foremost, just to make it a clarification to you and all the visitors on the call, it is not a drug, it is a supplement, a natural supplement, and the most powerful antioxidant. So your question was, how do you get your parents to actually use this supplement? Because I agree with you. Sometimes our parents, as they're aging, they become very, very stubborn, you know, and they don't want to hear anything about anything you're taking to them. So what we do, Thomas, we will help you by the person who invited you on the call. We are able to do a call together and talk to your parents and share with them the knowledge. That is why we said, we don't just sell the products. We actually give people information on the benefits of the product, and they actually see why they need to use the product. So Thomas, you will not be alone. We've had a lot of that. We've had a lot of that even in our own country, people saying, my parents are not willing to take, what can we do? And giving them information really helps them to do that. And I know on the call, we have other leaders who can help to answer that. Remember, we can also give other leaders to give their response to that question, because it's not just a question in my country, it is a question that maybe many people out there struggle with it.
Thank you.
All right. Thomas, who invited you?
Lucy did.
Okay, no problem. We will help you, with Lucy, yes, and see how your parents can get more information.
Thank you.
Any other question? All right, let's see. So if there's no other question, maybe there's a partner who would like to make a comment, or someone, not just a question, even a comment, even a visitor can make a comment. So it's not just a question, don't shy. I've just a few minutes and I can see one person has unmuted. Frieda, yes. Anguku.
Hi, Nancy.
Hello.
Hi, Nancy. How are you?
Very well, thank you, my dear. Good to have you on the call.
Thank you, Nancy. I don't have any comment. What I want to say is just that I just want to thank all my friends who came from Namibia to Zoom in, like Heleni Lumbu, Ambelela, Sanele from South Africa. I think she's also on, and also Madam Patema Shipiki, she's from Chiwarongo. But the others, I don't know because I just joined a little bit late. But I think I will have more and more new people who would like to zoom in and to listen to the Fountain of Life especially. And I think I will be working very hard to give them the Zoom ID or password to join in so that they can also follow.
Thank you so much. That is our brand new lifestyle advisor all the way from Namibia, Freda Anguku. Very, very, very new. She just joined this week. Welcome and congratulations for having visitors on the call. Great, great, great to have you. So I can see our lifestyle director for our great leader, Ifra Hassan, your hand is up, and I know you would like to say something. Kindly unmute yourself, Ifra, and share maybe your comment or what you have in place. Okay, maybe Ifra has a challenge. She's here.
Hello, hello, my sisters. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Nancy, for giving me this opportunity. Just getting ready for our team call here. So I was just wrapping my hijab when you called me. I wanted to thank my sister Lucy, honestly, for being such an amazing inspiration. I had the opportunity to meet with Sister Lucy back in 2018, just months after joining. We're both new. We're so excited. Of course, I met my sister Nancy and all the other sisters, but because today's call is about our sister Lucy, what I remember the most about my sister is how warm and nurturing and just so helpful. I remember at some point I was outside, I had two prospects there and they're asking me, you know, how much is the package in Kenyan shilling and all that. I'm like, I don't know. I just came from Canada. I don't know. So Sister Lucy came and she's like, let me sit down. And she actually did the crunches and everything for them. And she helped me close those prospects. And mind you, you know, this is what I love about our Opulence Global Nation. It doesn't matter which team we're on, where we are, we're all one team, one dream, building the billion. So thank you so much, my sister Lucy. I always say to my team, you know, the Kenyan team, I always use all of you as an example. And speaking of example, I have a question for you, and that is, when, as we all know, Kenya had its own challenges, not for once, but not, you know, multiple times. So the question I have for you, my sister, is when I came to 2018, I remember with the shipping and everything and the prices, there was a lot of challenges, but of course you're one of the people who never, ever gave up. So my question to you is, what made you continue to push and push and push forward to get to where you are now as an LD2, and of course with the amazing new changes in Kenya right now, you know, I can say you are an example of someone who never gave up. But I want to know, walk us through those days, my sister.
Thank you very much, Ifra, for that. Yes, it was, we had a huge challenge at the beginning because, you can hear me?
Yes, we can. Lucy, we can.
Okay. Yeah, so yes, Ifra, it's really good that you mentioned that. And that comes to where I said, you know, before you get the success, the hardships are there. But remember what I had said earlier. One of my principles is that to always be diligent and to keep trying whatever I'm doing to look for a different way to make it work. Now, thank God for having amazing leaders also who, you know, hang on with us, you know, especially Lucy and Nancy, of course, and having our leader, Reza, also just encouraging us. I remember the challenge was so bad to a point where we did not have any shipments coming in for 2 months because of the challenges that we had, not because of Opulence, but because of the government regulations that were here, that were changing. And what kept us going is the fact that we were not just seated, waiting for somebody else to come and sort it out. We took the bull by its horn. We had to have meetings with the customs people, looking for alternative shipping, asking the head office for help, and thank God for their, you know, the support that we got from our leaders, you know, in Canada. So just to answer your question, it's just the persistence and also being very hopeful that it's going to get better. When you get something good and you can see this is good, you have to believe in it fully. And don't let any side shows derail you, from the path. As long as you have set out your goal and where you want to go, you'll always meet obstacles on the way. The thing is to just pray to get the strength to overcome those obstacles, because it was tough. We all lost several partners who could not stick with us at that particular time. And we said, you know what? It wasn't meant to be. We continued, and we continued being diligent in getting fresh blood, and also being honest and telling our fellow partners on exactly what we were going through, updating them each and every step. We are stuck over here, but give us a week. We are looking for an alternative way. So being open, being diligent, just the simple principles of life. For me, I believe, and the fact that we are able to influence each other as leaders, we remained strong, and we kept encouraging others to just keep going on with us. And we have a number who are still here with us, and they all know what we went through then. Thank you, Ifra, for such a question. So that's just to go to show that the road will not be smooth for you to be successful. And it just happened when we were already, Kenya had been number one for 5 consecutive months around the globe. So there was no way we wanted it to just let go like that. Thank you. Back to you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Lucy, for that sharing. I can't add anything else. Justin, our lifestyle director 2, all the way in Ottawa. I think you're in Ottawa, Justin. She's also our French queen in Canada, who actually has helped us to build business in Africa, in Congo, where she's her origin home. Justin, we salute you. We know how much you love us. We love you so much, my dear. Kindly, I know you want to say something. I'm giving you the opportunity now.
Thank you so much, Nancy. Thank you, Lucy. What a call, what an amazing call. I was listening to you and really inspired by your journey, your story, and all the experience you went through. The reason why I took I asked to speak is just to say thank you. I was so, we were so amazed to see you, to have you here in Ottawa. And yeah, it's true. My daughter and myself, we drove few miles to come and get you and bring you to have that lunch. I did it because, first of all, you are a partner, and we are building business around the globe. And I said, okay, she's a partner, one thing, and she's an African lady, an African queen. I am from Africa. Then I said, why not? Why not go get her and have lunch and spend time with her so we can get to know each other? So that is the reason why I did. But it's also a way of bonding between partners, between women, and that is why I did. So I'm so grateful to have met you. I'm so grateful I had the chance to come in Kenya to attend your conference there in Kenya. It was nice meeting all of you. I don't know if I met everybody, but I had the chance to meet most of the leaders in Kenya. It was a great experience, and I'll say thank you to this opportunity. Without Opulence Global, I wouldn't meet you. So Opulence Global is putting people together. Thank you again, and again, Nancy, Lucy, that was a great call. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Justine.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Yes, I have Maria Baptiste, then I got to Ototo as we wrap up maybe. Maria, go ahead, my sister.
Thank you so much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Nancy, for having me on the call. And what a phenomenal and a great testimonial and story. Lucy Karanja, I always admire. Ladies and gentlemen, I met these powerhouse ladies, Lucy Karanja, Lucy Curia, and Nancy at our gala in April of 2019. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, we had a phenomenal time. It was a special moment for all the people who achieved what they achieved and they was recognized. I was happened to be on the stage show and we took a couple of pictures. But what I admire, Lucy, for what you have done, and listen to your story, so similar like mine, but I admire you. You are a champion. You are a superstar. You lead by example because of your self-discipline and the respect and the love that you have for people. So I truly admire what you share your heart to each and every one. And because of this business, I agree. I had the opportunity to meet each and every one of you and many others. I'm looking forward to meet Veronica and Fabian, Christine, and all the rest. But this is the power of Opulence Global, bringing all of us together. One love. God just put all of us, and we're making a significant difference. So I just want to thank you for your leadership. I thank you for your tenacity. I thank you for that gut. I thank you for that willing power to make a difference, changing people's life. Continue to do what you're doing. And again, great leaders like Nancy, all of you guys combined. I am so blessed to be working and to be part of you guys. And guys, let's stick together, work together, one dream, one team, one Africa, and to the billion. Thank you so much, Nancy. Back to you. Maria Batiste here.
Thank you so much, Maria. Yes, we say to the billion. And at this point, I want to allow this great leader, our lifestyle director, one, he'll be the last to make a comment so that we end the call. Mr. Agwata Ototo, our lifestyle director, one, all the way in Mombasa in Kenya.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nancy. Thank you so much, everybody. As you have been told, I'm Agwata Ototo. I'm in Mombasa, and I've been in the company for 1.5 years, and I love everything about the company. I just wanted to make a brief comment and thank those I welcomed, especially the group from Namibia, the group from Botswana. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for all that have been here. And thank you so much, Lucy, for a very inspiring story. Thank you, my leaders. And let us all be united and move to the billion. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. At this point, our visitors, we want to say thank you so much for honoring our invite. Our partners, I want to say thank you so much for spending that time with us. Thank you so much, Lucy, for preparing such a great presentation that today you have inspired so many people's lives. You have touched so many people's lives in a positive way, the visitors and even the partners who have never heard your story. So I want to say, enjoy the rest of your Sunday for those who are still in the morning, on the mid-morning hour for you. And for us who are in the evening, I want to wish you all the best. And for those people who are at night, I want to wish you a very, very, very good night. So visitors, remember, talk to the person who invited you. Ask them, how can you position yourself? How can you be part of this great and amazing company? Because we don't want to leave you behind and we want to hold hands. We want to walk this journey with you to the billion. So thank you so much, everyone. Allow me to say that it is one team, one dream, and one united Africa for us. To the billion, everyone.
To the billion,
To the billion.
To the billion. God bless you all.
God bless you all.
Bye, everyone. The call is ending now.
God bless you
Bye,
all.
everyone.
God bless.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.